Welcome, family. It's naturally Mystique here, you know what I'm saying? Here for another reading, blah blah. But I just wanted to come on here and pull for you guys. I'm going to try to be more consistent with the way I pull cards. So, with that being said, I have pulled from the deck that I made, and the energy that had come out was we have entrepreneurs, we have mutable energy, we have fire signs. Y'all need sleep, you are healers. For some of y'all, that's Bay, okay? If you needed to know if there's any clarifications that needed to be said there about your significant other, the person that you are inquiring about, it says that is Bay. Your confirmation to go get some food is here, boo. Go get you some food, okay? Go get some food. Stretch and be easy on yourself. I'm feeling like fire signs and mutable energy, just in general, like we got Virgo, Sagittarius, Gemini. I'm missing it. Oh no, Gemini isn't. I'm like missing the air sign, but Gemini is the air sign, y'all. Anyways, I'm sorry. And it says you need sleep. I am a Leo. I'm a fire sign, and I have a Virgo moon. So yes, I probably do need sleep. So yes, Spirit, I hear you. And then we also have no. So if you were asking about something, the answer is no. You are a healer, though. Okay, y'all, with that being said, let's get into the reading. Sorry for that messy intro. You know what I'm saying? Your girl is a little tired. It's been a long day. I've been sick all day long, but like I've been feeling so called every day to just pull cards and do readings for y'all. So let's get it. Let's go. Okay, so what's blocking y'all right now? I feel like y'all are coming out of a really hard cycle. I feel like there was a lot of hostility, a lot of frustration, a lot of inner turmoil, and also external turmoil that you are now finishing and getting out of and being done with. And to me, I feel like you have completed the cycle, you are putting that behind you, but it is showing up as what's blocking you. So I feel like if you aren't fully through with this cycle and into, I feel like you could be done with the cycle physically, but mentally you may still be holding on energetically. You may still be energetically holding on to this hostile energy. You could be, there could be walls that you have up within yourself that are preventing you from something in the present moment, from having something more than you already have in the present moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like sometimes when it comes to, let me just slow this down. I get so used to being on TikTok and so used to being on all these like little 1 to 2 minute platforms that I forget I don't have to talk fast on here. So, excuse me guys, sorry. What's up, family? Let's really get into this. So, I feel like when it comes to internal conflicts, I feel like the way that you talk to yourself is so important. And I feel like in an old cycle, you may have not been the nicest to yourself. I feel like now you have learned the power of your words and the power that comes with just the way you think and the way you speak and the way you treat people, and what you put out there you get back. So with that being said, I feel like in the present moment you're in manifestation mode. You may be getting a lot of downloads, you may be getting a lot of crown chakra activations, you may be getting a lot of new ideas, new inspiration that just is coming out of nowhere. I feel like it could be overwhelming you some, because we have anxiety here, but we also have the door to manifestation. We have the magician in the mirror here, okay? So I feel like you're in manifestation mode. But what's blocking you from being in 100%, because I feel like what's blocking you isn't maybe something like in the whole like forefront of your day, of your mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's a subconscious block. I feel like you're good, but I feel like you could be better. So maybe go within and think about those things that you feel like you're fearful of when it comes to success. I feel like you're in the manifestation mode, you're getting the downloads, but there's still this just subconscious fear that you might have of being fully successful with bringing your manifestation in. Aquarius and Aquarius stuck out because it was at the bottom of the deck, but then I had reshuffled, and so your energy, you have to remember that your energy is your energy. So where we keep our frequency, where we keep our thought process, where we keep our vibration is important. It is our energy. It's what keeps us going on the inside and on the outside. Where your vibration is so vital to how much you're going to get done in a day, how much you're going to get just done in this lifetime. The higher you keep your vibe, the more fast-paced life becomes, the more energy you get, the more inspiration you get. It also comes with more responsibility, yes, but you're more conscious, yes, but I swear it's so much worth it. So I'm having trouble like describing what I'm trying to say to y'all. I feel like that could be part of what was making you hostile, was that you could never figure out exactly how to say what you were trying to say, or you could never get the point across to somebody or something. I feel like that's why stretch and be easy on yourself is here, because you're not in a time and in a space now where you have to fight. It's hard for everything, and I feel like that you're not used to that. Let's get into some cards, y'all. You're definitely a healer, though. So we have the Ace of Wands here. Something has sparked you. And then we have the Three of Swords here. So yeah, I feel like you have like a lot of mental energy going on right now. Like you're in manifestation mode, but you could be overthinking a lot. I feel like you could also be in a state of like what was blocking you, or what could be blocking you, is the lack of belief in what you've got coming to you, or the lack of belief in your hard work paying off the way that it should. I feel like you could be having anxiety around everything really taking off and being successful the way that you think it's going to be successful. I feel like you've been so conditioned possibly to like dim your own light that you could be having a lot of inner conflict with the new downloads that you're being given. Like you're saying, oh, this is a lot of like you have a lot of responsibility being given to you at this time, possibly, but it's not stressful responsibility. It's definitely something that you have been wanting for a long time. I just feel like now that it's here, you're like, oh, okay, wow, I really am in that space. Like I feel like you didn't think that you were gonna be here. Yeah, I feel like you're very protective over, you either need to be very protective over, or you are very protective over the information that's being downloaded to you. I feel like this is not someone telling you like something. I feel like this is like divine inspiration coming down, and you being given divine inspiration and you being protective over that. I feel like you're definitely taking the lead when it comes to your own life. And I feel like there's a little bit of anxiety within that, because it's like you have always kind of given your power away in some form or fashion. And I feel like you aren't doing that this time. And yes, it's liberating, but it also is giving you a little bit of anxiety. I feel like because you don't know who to trust with your ideas other than yourself. I feel like you're in a space where you went from being very like possibly insecure and not protective enough of yourself to now being in a space where you're overprotective of yourself, and And that could be the hostility that is showing up that's blocking you, is you being hostile about being protective over how far you've come and over yourself now. It's manifesting in a little bit of overprotectiveness, which is kind of blocking the success that you have coming forward. Yeah, because the Chariot came out in reverse. I don't really like to read reversals unless like I feel guided to. But it's like I always take that energy. So I guess we're going to say that the energy of healing and forward movement is here. Reconciliation with your inner child, I feel like, is really necessary at this time. I feel like grounding yourself and bringing in the new downloads that you have, filtering through the, okay. So I feel like this method is something that will help you right now. Filtering through the downloads that you have, because you may be wondering, where do I start? Where do I go next? What's my next step? Okay, so you're getting all this information. You're protective over it. You don't know how to move on it yet. Go to your inner child. What does your inner child want to do? We should always be checking in with our inner child. I feel like our parents some of us may have had people in our life that teach us that those aspects of us aren't important. So I feel like you always have to remember that your inner child's voice is still important. Like, especially if you are your own boss and you're running your own stuff, I feel like it is very important to check in with all the aspects of yourself to make sure that you're still in alignment and you're still on track. And I feel like you're being given all this information because, yes, it's going to be useful and you need to take note of what's coming in. And it's a lot. But in order for you to process it and to be able to put it out, I feel like put it through your inner child. Reconcile with your inner child once again. See where your inner child is at right now. See what's going on. What's up? What does your inner child want to do right now? And I feel like that's a good way to help you decide your next steps. I feel like that's going to give you the ingredients, the Four of Pentacles, the stability, the foundation. Always go back to your inner child. I feel like we're so taught to go away from the inner child, to go away. Even as a child, I feel like a lot of kids are forced to grow up extremely fast and move out of that fantasy realm. And I feel like that fantasy realm is so important because it's not. It's like pure connectedness to divine energy. I feel like that's not just the kids' fantasy world. Like, I genuinely feel like it's so much more than that. Having that nostalgic energy again is what's going to guide you, because it's like that's when we really felt. When we were kids, that was like pure feeling. And I feel like as you get older, your feelings become more stifled. So you have the Two of Pentacles here. Yeah, putting together like the recipe, putting together the ingredients that you're being given step by step, from the small details to the big details. But I feel like there's importance in the big details. You have to have faith in the small details to get to the big details. And I feel like that's full energy. I feel like you have to take that leap of faith in like the smallest detail that you don't want to do. I feel like you're being given all the details about what you need to do to be successful. And I feel like if you follow these details, you're going to be led to soul connections. You're going to be led to people who can help you, more people like you. I feel like you just need to relax. Allow yourself to be in that relaxed energy, because we do have anxiety here. And the Five of Pentacles we have right here. I don't think that you're in a space of feeling left out in the cold. I feel like you're in a space of bringing yourself out of a space where you felt left out in the cold. And I feel like nobody left you out in the cold besides yourself, because you didn't know who you were, possibly. I feel like it could be you going on a discovery, on a self-discovery type journey. You know what I'm saying? To discover who you are, Hierophant energy, like student teacher energy. Like, I feel like you didn't know who you were. You had to become a student of yourself. I feel like we are constant students of ourselves. I feel like that's one of the reasons why we incarnate on this earth, is to become a student of ourselves. Like, no one knows exactly who they are at all points. We're always evolving and constantly evolving. Our souls come here to evolve. So I feel like it's super, super important to remember that, so you're not extremely hard on yourself when you are going through changes and evolutions and deaths and rebirths and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Take time. Organize your thoughts. Organize your life. Organize yourself. Especially for all my entrepreneurs out there and all my bosses out there, please take time for yourself. Take time out to make sure that you're scheduling in your self-care into your schedule, so you're not scattered and biting off more than you can chew and overexerting yourselves, because we definitely don't rest enough as entrepreneurs, especially if you're doing what you love. I feel like you're constantly in go mode and you feel like you don't necessarily need the rest until you do, until your body's like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? Here, the Knight of Wands here. And then the Six of Cups again. So this is like definitely reconciling with the parts of yourself that you've abandoned. I definitely feel like you need to go within and figure out what your foundation is. And with that, I feel like finding out what your foundation is, you can then go in and be like, okay, do I want to keep this as my foundation, or do I want to revamp my foundation? Do I want to keep myself the way I am right now, or do I need to evolve a little bit to get to my next step? I feel like one of the main things that pushes us as entrepreneurs to be successful is to constantly evaluate yourself and think, okay, am I in a good space right now? Am I okay? Or do I need to learn some more and evolve some more so I can evolve this business more? I can evolve this idea more. I can evolve my way of thinking more. I feel like it's always important. And I feel like you're being given that information right now. But like I said, filtering that through your inner child and going back to the basics of, like, you know what I'm saying, that heart space energy, that pure hearted space energy, I feel like will really help you filter out what to start with. This is a lot of cards that want to come out. I'm really liking the energy too. The energy feels light, energetic. I feel like Leo season is really activating a lot of us. I feel like Lionsgate Portal is really activating a lot of us entrepreneurs and boosting us into that entrepreneurial, like, especially a lot of us new business owners. I feel like it's going to, like, propel us forward by fall, by autumn, by harvest season. Yeah. I feel like right now you're in the building mode. I feel like you're building websites. I feel like you're crossing your T's and dotting your I's. I feel like you're making sure you're good on all aspects of things when it comes to behind the scenes work in your business. I feel like you need to rest your mind. I feel like you need to take time out and maybe, like, meditate, because sometimes, like, you'll get into a practice, I feel like, and you'll go and you'll meditate and boom, it'll be a habit that you do and a routine that you have, and then you get busy with work and those meditations get shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. And what happens is, because we're so busy in the material realm, we forget to take that mental time for ourselves. And I feel like that's so important in the creative process. I feel like just taking that time should be part of your creative process. I feel like you need to justify taking time out for rest as part of the creative process to inspire yourself and schedule it in part of your days, because it is important. You have the Emperor and the King of Cups. I feel like controlling how you feel, or you may be feeling like you may have felt like you weren't in control of how you felt, or you were being too controlling over how you felt. Now, the key to manifesting is to release control, but to feel. So be in the feeling of what you're trying to manifest, and then allow all your other emotions to, like, release control. Because whatever you focus on is what is going to come to you. So if you allow your other emotions and you don't hold on to them, manifestations can come to you faster. But with the Emperor and the King of Cups here, this is either two separate energies, or you having control over your emotions, you using that divine inspiration of your emotions to build structure in this material realm. With the Three of Cups at the bottom, I definitely feel like that's one energy. I feel like that's you harnessing the Emperor and the King of Cups. I feel like you're in that divinely inspired energy, but you've got control. Yeah, standing in your power and being sure about what you want, being in that like directive mode, like you're directing people and telling people what you are, the boss of your life. You are in control of your life. Solar plexus energy activated for sure. I feel like you definitely need to ground those ideas though, because yeah, we have the Ten of Pentacles here. They're gonna bring you a lot of abundant success here in the physical realm. This is the Ten of Pentacles. That's what's coming. If you're with all the downloads that you're getting, and if you filter through that inner child and do everything, then you have the Ten of Pentacles here with the energy that's present. Remember, this is not like a future telling type of reading or anything like that. This is just like letting you guys know what the current energy is, so that way that you can work with it. But I do feel like if you keep up with the pace of like these downloads are coming in, and you do ground yourself and you do ground your energies and everything, I feel like you for sure will see Ten of Pentacles. And I feel like a lot of that is coming in autumn. Like, I feel like a good amount of us are going to receive harvest around autumn. Like October. I'm really getting October heavy in my mind. Okay, so communicating with your spirit team right now, I feel like is super important as well. Like making sure you have the protection and guidance around you that is of the highest light. Tapping in, making sure you're doing your meditations, making sure that you're doing your work and not just wishing and stuff. You're doing the actual work, the small details. Queen of Pentacles, I feel like she's aware of the small details, but also the intuitive nature of what it takes to be a manifester. So she's more grounded with the way she manifests, using the elements to manifest, using water, earth, fire, and air to manifest, not being afraid of being in the material realm to manifest. I feel like sometimes we get caught up in the air energy, the fire energy, the future, the passion, you know, everything like that. But I feel like it takes being in the present moment to really bring in your manifestations. And the Queen of Pentacles is the queen of being in the present moment. She's not daydreaming in the future or the past. She's right here. She's present. She's on earth. She's in earth. She is earth. She's receptive. And I feel like that's important. You have the Ace of Swords and it's on the floor. I feel like communication is coming in, but it's kind of far away. I feel like there is something coming in, but it's a little bit far away. This could be you reaching out to your spirit guides and you feeling like they're really far away. We have the King of Cups here again. I feel like you're very in tune with your emotions. I feel like you're becoming a master of releasing and having control over your emotions. You're not getting lost in them anymore. I feel like that could have been part of what was making you hostile, because I know like hostility comes from being uncomfortable. I feel like there's an a highly like emotionally intelligent, tangible offer coming to you. But I feel like you're guarded still. Or you need to protect this offer that's coming in. You need to guard it. Clarify the Nine of Wands. This is you like protecting yourself. It's the energy I'm getting off of it. You feel like you need to protect your offer or protect your offer. What offer? I feel like this could be somebody coming in to offer you something, vulnerable, something sensitive, something that's not air energy, but is heart-based energy. And we have the Three of Swords right here. I feel like you're guarded from heartbreak. Or guarded from, this could be heartbreak, and heartbreak happens in many ways, y'all. Like, if you have high expectations for yourself, you've experienced heartbreak in more than just love. You've experienced heartbreak when it comes to your goals, when it comes to the things that you thought were going to happen that didn't actually happen, the things that there's so much deception in everything. I feel like so many readers get caught in talking about love, but I feel like the Three of Swords represents just heartbreak in general, just you deceiving yourself, because it's air, it's mental energy. It's not that cup energy. It's not that heart-based energy. It's the mind energy. So I feel like this is like you being protective because you're overthinking the fact, you're thinking too hard about heartbreak to the point where you're experiencing it. But I feel like that could be in love, yes, but it could also be with this new experience that you've got going on, because I feel like a fear of rejection manifests in a lot of different ways, and it can be a fear of failure as well. And I really feel like you're protecting yourself from feeling the heartbreak of failure. That could be people failing you, or you failing yourself, or you feeling like you're failing yourself. I feel like you need to trust yourself in all ways. I feel like it's important. It's so important to have trust in yourself, so you know when to have your guard up. So you know when to give. You know when it's safe to give and when it's safe to receive. And who it's safe to give and who it's safe to receive from. You don't always need to accept everything from everyone, and I feel like that's what independence teaches us. But I also feel like it's important to be able to receive. See, you're in your thoughts. This is self-imposed prison. You're overthinking something. I feel like the divine is working. So I feel like you could be trying to control the outcome of something that has to do with you co-creating with the divine. And when you co-create with the divine, that's not just your own timing you're working with. You're working with divine timing. Like, you're working with not just your own energies. So I feel like there's patience that has to come with that. I feel like you're being guided to walk away from emotions that are no longer beneficial to you, no longer serving your higher self, your higher purpose, your business. I feel like that was part of the lesson, is learning how to walk away from those energies that were so consuming. Yes, moon energy, Cancer energy. One thing about Cancer energy I can say, because I have it in my chart, is that you feel things on such an intense level because of that protective mother nature of the crab, of the Cancer. I feel like there's such a primal energy to Cancer energy. It's such an intuitive energy, but it's so emotionally intelligent. It's not just popping off because you're angry. It's like a deep hurt you feel on the inside, because morally, why I would never do that to somebody else, so why would it be done to me type energy. But I feel like you're walking away from being in that overreactive state, that overreactive energy. You've learned how to master kind of the intuitive nature of yourself. We're all a work in progress. Nobody is perfect. And the way I like to think about like certain signs, or most signs, is like the highest vibing part of that energy is what I aspire to be. I also like to understand the lowest vibing part of that energy. Like, for instance, I'm a Leo. So like in a higher vibing form, like I radiate positivity and lead in love and light. You know what I'm saying? And that's not wrong, because we need that in this world. But I also feel like on a lower vibing scale, a Leo can also be very harmful, leading with pride and vengeance, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can be ruthless, especially when it comes to being protective over who we love and what we love. And if we're prideful over that, it can be destructive to ourselves and the people that we love. So I don't know if you need to check into your signs, especially if you are a fire sign or a mutable sign, but maybe learn more about your sun sign, because it's like, what is the higher vibing energy that comes with that? Or what is the higher vibing energy that comes with a lot of things? Because it's like, yes, I can read this card as being in your thoughts about 1,000 different things, or I can give you the higher vibe energy of the card. And I feel like that's kind of what as entrepreneurs we have had to decide to do with our every single day. Like, you have to choose to be in a higher mindset where your problems don't take over. Yes, they're there, the energy is present, but it's not at the forefront, it's not taking over. You have to choose to see the perspective from a higher vibration. You have to choose to let it go. You have to choose to let it flow. Pisces energy, hangman energy, you have to choose to, it's a choice. It's choosing to hang upside down. Like, you need to give yourself more credit and you need to rest, for sure. You have the King of Swords with the Queen of Cups and the Emperor. So I feel like this is like emotional intelligence, but also like being receptive with that. So it's like, here you're using your emotional intelligence to manifest. And I feel like here with the feminine energy, you're receiving. But we also have a pair here. And the Emperor. And I see the Lovers. I feel like you could be trying to take control over a love situation possibly right now. And I feel like you need to let it be mutable. I feel like you need to let it just free flow. I feel like you need to be able to adapt. Pisces is mutable energy, by the way. 3 of Pentacles. Rebuild your vision. I feel like that's what you're being guided to do, is rebuild your vision. Like I said, going within, checking your foundation, checking to see, is it still okay? Or do I need to revamp my foundation? Do I need to rebuild my foundation? With 9 of Cups here, I feel like an emotional offer may be given to you. Or you need to move in emotion. Like, I feel like a lot of times in this generation, we have separated our thoughts and our emotions, and I feel like they need to coincide. I feel like they need to go together. Everything needs to work together. I feel like we need to stop